Be careful what you watch and be careful what you see. And be careful what you perceive to be the truth. I spent the last couple of days watching Fall of America documentaries. American economic destruction, American economic foreclosures, America economic takeover, whatever you want to call it, right? Fall of small cities, small towns, rural America dying. I spent a good time watching these videos the last 4 or 5 days, and I've watched 8 or 9 of them. And I noticed the same pattern in every one of them. And it's my understanding on why these videos are getting multi-million views. Yes, the videos are getting well made. Yes, the videos are getting to a point and you're trying to learn something through a lot of these videos and all these big productions and stuff, small, medium productions, and kind of feeling my way around what content creators are making. And I've come to this conclusion that every one of the channels that I saw, except PBS was the only one, PBS public, every other one I've saw, minus the PBS documentaries, is all post-COVID. Every one of the channels that I saw is after COVID, after the sickness, after the pandemic. Every single one of them. Now, every video that I saw all had the same thing going for them. They're going about the poverty, the failing of the banking system, the economic takeover, the blah, and the blah, the same rhetoric that we're hearing. But they all had one thing in common. Every single video was referring to the pandemic ravaged through, the virus ravaged through, the sickness destroyed the economy in this part of America. The sickness did this. The pandemic destroyed all pretty much restaurant jobs, the this, the that. But I have news for you guys. All this stuff that was happening was already happening pre-pandemic. All of it. The restaurant closures, the fast food closures, the big box stores shutting down, the repo markets, the failing of the banking system, the deregulation of the banking system, the disappearing middle class, the money laundering, the fentanyl. This was all happening. Now, I'm thinking why these videos and these documentaries on these post-COVID channels are getting all this front and center, because in every video that was made, I'm noticing, was because of the pandemic we are like this today. Because of the virus we are like this today. But this was happening full force before the pandemic. This was already happening. Middle class, homelessness, tent cities, governments buying tents for homeless working class people. This was already happening, right? Here on this channel, we've been reporting food banks in there's more food banks in London than fast food restaurants. London, England, right? Food is costing more than my rent in Vancouver. The price of my heat, the federalization of transport, the federalization of food, the federalization and the deregulation of the banking system, housing prices, money laundering, the takeover of the middle class in America, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and the UK. We've been connecting these dots across the Commonwealth for years. Pre-COVID. And there's all this, who do you believe? About post-COVID channels now that are arriving on the scene, but all have the same little message in every one of the videos that after the pandemic, after the pandemic, everything just started happening. It was already happening. We were seeing no confidence in government. And that's why 2019 was the year of the protest. There was no confidence in government anywhere in the world. And they toppled governments left, right, and center. The Yellow Vest movement was already going on for 70, 80 weeks until they pulled the trigger on the pandemic. The Hong Kong riots were going on 30, 40 weeks the Chile riots, the riots in Argentina, the riots in Mexico, the riots in Iran, Libya, the riots in Spain, the riots happening in everywhere, everywhere you could think of, there was riots everywhere. And I kind of want to put this out there for you guys today because I just feel that even if it's happening and they're telling you this today, look back a couple of years and you will see that it was already happening pre-pandemic, right? Everything was already rolling out. Everything was already, and people were fighting back in 2019. And that's why we keep telling you on this channel, and we've told you, and somebody commented the other day and say, why do you keep bringing back old videos and have to verify yourself? No, it's to show people, and the mission of this channel is to let people know that everything that's happening today was already put in place 10, 15, some people go back 20, 30 years ago. But it became very prevalent after 2010. Things became severely and severely prevalent that you could just look around and see that what they're telling you isn't what is really happening. Anyways, I wanted to take the time to make this video for you guys, to let you guys know that the world was going to hell in the handbasket before the pandemic. Take the time and search across my channel, little magnifying glass. Search across, put in a topic or a discussion, and see what we've been saying here for the last 10 years. And multiple deleted videos. I don't even know what's up anymore. But I want people to know that everything was already going by the wayside. And if worldwide protests continue in 2019 and they didn't pull the trigger on the pandemic, then what? What would have happened? Would people have triumphed? Would the banking system have finally collapsed? Would we be reminiscing from the dust today? What would have happened if the protests continued and they didn't shut down and slow things down? Anyways, guys, let me know what you guys think about this video. I'm seeing misinformation and I'm seeing lies. So certain videos will get promoted. Please share this video so that people could know, or people understand, that that there's something working, underlying something working, and allowing specific messages to get out and disallowing specific messages from being suppressed. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Mike Martins here. I have spoken.